Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to a sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for tonight's main event. 12 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. Bone Crusher's making his way to the ring right now, and you can just see in his eyes what his intentions are tonight. Dawson's ring walks have become the stuff of legend, and you can see the intensity on his face.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up. Remember what we talked about.
We're scheduled for 12. Here's round number 1. Is there any advice that you can give in a matchup like this of speed versus speed, where maybe one guy can go and utilize a completely different tool, like try to be a power puncher on a given night, or do something ultra defensive? Oh, he shook him up with that right hand. Good work by Bone Crusher. And just grabbing onto his opponent. He returned fire right there, and it worked. After being rocked, now he gets his man.
At this point, it's not about the skills and the abilities of these two fighters. It's about the dreams of them, and one of them is being eliminated.
Great movement to get away from those punches. Blocks that punch. Little head knocking with that right hand. Chad Dawson's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Solid left hand. Last 10 seconds of this first round. What a revealing round we just saw. Each man was able to hurt the other. You really can tell how much is on the line here between these two.
Yeah, they both came here. I mean, they're in the best shapes of their career. They came here understanding what this fight means.
Carry it away and you catch him. You got that? It's going to happen. You're going to catch him. You're going to catch him.
Dawson's doing a good job of being strong on his feet right now. He was rocked in that last round, but his opponent doesn't appear to be seeing any damage standing opposite him. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
Body shot, body shot.
And he just holds on there.
In and out, in and out.
This is excessive holding we're seeing here now. Halfway through this round here. Early on in this fight, one of the things I'm going to look for is who's the more well-rounded fighter offensively. Who can do it all with all their punches?
Well, you look for that in any sport, in any profession. You know, you look at a quarterback, you know, in football, the great ones, they can throw deep, but they can throw the short patterns. They can throw the out, the in patterns. Same thing with a fighter.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Bone crushers ruined with that punch right there. Flush right hand to the head. Ten seconds remaining in this round. And we come to the end of round number 2. Chad Dawson's got to be eyeing good things to come here. I mean, just stunned his opponent. Seems like he found the answer in that last round.
Yeah, he started connecting with the right hand, but I'm waiting for him to put the left hook with it. Then he's going to have more than the answer. He's going to have to finish.
All right, deep breath now. Deep breath. Relax. Relax. Are you all right? Got any more of these?
He seems fully recovered to me. Here we are, the start of a new round, and a fighter that got tagged hard in the last round seems as fresh as could be.
Well, when you push a fighter, when you push a human being to a dark place, that's when you're going to find out what's bright inside of them, what's great inside of them. And he's responding just that way.
Showing you some defense there with the block. Well-targeted right hand by Bone Crusher. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. A huge uppercut by Chad Dawson.
Keep your head moving.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Bone Crusher's not putting forth much offense at all. Now listen, I get it. You put forth some offense, you got hurt, you were stunned in this fight, so now you're strictly thinking defense. But at some point, he's got to change.
Yeah, he does. Otherwise, he can't win this fight. And his opponent is just going to keep coming like that ocean, banging into that shore, and it's going to come further up the shoreline. It's not going to go away.
And that's the end of round 3.
What are you waiting for? You want this fight? Then let's get moving out there. This guy's gonna win this fight. If you don't take control, son, you need to take control.
Okay, listen to me. When he misses you with a punch, counter. Hey, don't waste energy. But I want you to keep those hands moving.
Dawson's out in front as we take a look at Teddy's scorecard for the first time tonight, but they're still in a mode of just feeling each other out. Neither man has taken control of this bout so far. Nice work, the left hand to the head.
Pace yourself.
Chad Dawson's a good, strong, physical athlete, but stylistically, he doesn't win over a lot of things.
No, I mean, he's like vanilla ice cream. You know, you're eating it, you don't get all excited, but you sure as hell enjoy it. I mean,
Right.
you keep eating it, but it's just that it doesn't have sprinkles on it, you know, it doesn't have hot fudge on it and all those things. And I think that's the best way to describe him. He's good in a lot of areas.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. Precision work with the left hand by Bone Crusher. Body shot lands. It was the right. So right from the start in this fight, he's committed to the body shots.
Well, that's the time to go there right at the beginning because body work pays off for you later in the fight. No sense in wasting time. Get right to it.
Scoring with the right hand by Bone Crusher. Final 10 seconds. Dawson's left, working well that time. And that round comes to an end. And you know, I've turned to you many times throughout our careers broadcasting together and said, why is this guy not throwing punches? I just don't get it, Teddy.
Well, there's two reasons usually. One is he's not in shape. In this case, I think he's in shape. He doesn't want to throw. I know that boggles your mind, too. What do you mean he doesn't want to throw? You're thinking to yourself, he's a fighter. He's in the ring. He knows that he has to throw punches. But if he throws punches, he also has to put himself in a position where the guy's going to throw back. That means he has to take more chances. And some guys would rather not take those chances.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Keep moving.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Dawson's almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly.
Unload! Unload! More punches!
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Left and right.
Dawson's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch.
Hook! Hook!
Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Dawson's been able to avoid having any of his opponent's headshots landing flush.
And what his opponent has to do, Joe, is make an adjustment. Well, we used to tell the fighters, when a guy's elusive like this fighter is right now, you have to shorten your punches up. Shorten them up a little bit, have less space to travel. They have a better chance of getting to that elusive target.
Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into him without throwing a punch. Don't look for
Back to live action now, and what has been a bone crushers in a big shot. That's a big shot to the body right there, and it's got him down and in pain.
One, two, three, four, five.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
Joe, one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now he needs them right now.
Pace yourself. Side to side. Move your head.
Blocks the headshot. Now hugging on the inside. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Halfway through round 6. A good block. Dawson's making this like artwork here. I mean, his defense is just a masterpiece.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be, actually. You know, the sweet science. It's not supposed to be about going in there and eating punches. It's supposed to be about going in there avoiding punches. You know, finding a way to hit your opponent without him hitting you. He understands that.
Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook.
Relax, relax.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. End of the round of what has been a very close and highly competitive fight. Teddy, how do you see this right now?
I see it almost dead even, and I see whoever finishes the rounds, because in these kind of tight rounds, if you finish up good, the judges remember that.
Come on, breathe deeply. Inhale. Get some air in your lungs, all right? You're fighting his game plan. Box intelligently for me, all right? Come on. You're more intelligent than this. Let's go.
Here we go. Action to start the 7th round. Chad Dawson's done everything that's been asked of him right now. Absolutely everything through the first half of this fight. Can he keep it up? Not much action as he just ties up.
Work the body, kid. Body shots.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
Uppercut.
Dawson's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
At the halfway point of round 7.
Pace yourself.
Keep working the body.
And he's holding.
Unlock. Keep your head moving.
There it is! This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down. Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count.
Side to side, move your head.
Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. Good block by Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher's got no chance of keeping his opponent off balance. None at all, because he's not moving at all.
Maybe he doesn't want to. You know, guys start to deteriorate, not just physically outside, but inside. Maybe he's given up already. And maybe he doesn't want to fall down. He knows everybody's going to see that. But maybe this is his way of getting out of there. He knows the ref's going to stop him.
You're in control, all right? Got that? You are in control, so take your time. Take your time. That. Nice.
Beginning of round number 8 here. Teddy's scorecard has it in one direction. Chad Dawson's up on Teddy's scorecard. However, Teddy, I think there is some concern with him. He has taken some damage.
Yeah, it's not a day at the beach. He thought it was at the beginning, but that tide is rolling in.
Let it go! You're still not moving enough. Move, move!
That's as good as it gets right there. A crushing uppercut by Bone Crusher. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. .90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8. Dawson's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab. He's showing very good footwork. He's showing fine defensive movement here. But as for the opponent, how do you solve that?
Well, you got to make believe you're a football player. You got to make believe you're a linebacker in football. You go down the line with that running back. You don't go following him around the place. You make sure you move laterally. That's exactly what he's got to do. He's got to cut that ring down, take space away.
Not able to land the headshot.
Unload!
Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. Well-targeted left hand by Bone Crusher. End of the round here. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside. And Teddy, I think a completely different look than when we saw before, because he's losing this fight on the scorecards, but he did win that last round.
He did it to start. You know, you have to start somewhere to build. Now he has to start putting them together. But the attitude has to be the same. You can't start looking down the road in boxing and saying anything in life, actually, and start saying, see, you know, I got to get 6 rounds. I got to get 4 rounds. No, get one at a time. That's the only way you can do it. That's how he's trying to do it.
All right, listen. You need to create more counters, okay?
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Chad Dawson.
Pace yourself.
Solid hook upstairs. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Bone Crusher's gaining momentum and starting to pour it on. Clearly hurt, but holding on.
He's hugging him like...
Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Up off the deck and now in control. He scores a knockdown of his own.
And he turned it around because when his opponent scored the knockdown, he got a little careless, a little lazy.
Dawson showing you what he is made of, getting up off the canvas after being knocked down. 90 seconds into the 9th round.
Hook! Hook!
You see him holding on.
Relax.
And now looking to hang on. Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Work the body, kid. Body shots. Uppercut.
And he ties up on the inside.
Punch. Punch.
Last 10 seconds of the 9th round. Dawson's got to find a way to take what he just did in that last round and keep that kind of energy moving forward here, because I do believe he's ahead on the scorecards in a close fight. Very close fight.
Yeah, I see it about the same way, but you just said it. It's very important that his corner people now don't really tell him that he's ahead. I think they let him think that if he's not behind, it's a dead even fight, and keep pushing right there. Stay responsible, stay within yourself, but keep pushing.
9.
Well, he got caught by a lucky punch in that last round. It did do some damage, but now you can tell he's right back where he wants to be, fresh and ready as we start this round.
I don't take lightly when a guy gets dropped, but you know what? I think he was more embarrassed than he was hurt.
Bone Crusher's putting forth a game plan of being a volume puncher, but Teddy, he's not landing a lot of these punches, and what kind of effect can that have on this fight?
Well, he can get frustrated a little bit, and hey, he might not win the fight. It can have that kind of effect. Is that effective enough?
A nice jab by Bone Crusher. Not able to land the uppercut.
Unload. Unload. More punches.
And we've reached the halfway point of round 10.
Left and right. Left and right.
He clinches when he gets to the inside.
Hook. Hook.
Solid left hand by Bone Crusher.
You're okay. Stay with me.
He got to him. He hurt him there. Dawson's opponent is trying to smother him, but instead, he's pushing him away, trying to land a big shot.
And he's lucky he's getting away with it, Joe, that the referee's not warning him for this.
Counting down towards the end of the 10th round, 10 seconds to go.
Listen, your best defense is to throw more punches. You need to throw more punches. That will keep him away.
Relax, relax. You're okay. You're okay. Keep your hands up. You keep them up, all right? I mean, you know, he caught you with your hands down. Let's keep them up. Listen, he's gonna come forward this round, all right? Keep that jab moving. Keep him away from you, all right?
Round number 11. Teddy, this has been a very good fight. Your scorecard has it even. Chad Dawson's corner is trying to implore him to go out there and just give a little more. Make that difference. Get that win.
Well, that's what it comes down to. Who can do the little extra thing? You know, if the other guy throws 2, you throw 3. If the other guy throws 3, you throw 4. That's how you win a close fight down the stretch.
You know, many times we talk about the fact that, hey, at least he's throwing punches, but that's all you can say in this case because he's not landing many of these.
No, they're being blocked or they're missing. They're definitely not landing clean, and you have to give credit to the other fighter being that good defensively.
That's a well-scored left hand by Bone Crusher. A solid uppercut by Bone Crusher. 90 seconds to go in this 11th round.
Work the body. Hey, keep your hands up.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Stunned, but all of a sudden now surviving.
Relax, relax. Work the body, kid.
Dawson's left,
Keep
landing
that head
well.
moving.
Bone Crusher's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. End of the round, a round I do believe that he was able to take. But his opponent is there stride for stride. This is going to be a close fight. Teddy, where do you have him on the scorecards? Is he up?
Yeah, I have him slightly ahead. But as you said, very close fight. And the kind of fight where you let up for a moment, you're going to lose it.
Listen, we don't want the judges to decide this fight, okay? You need to come out and throw.
This has been a real good one tonight. And now it comes down to this, the final round. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Bone Crusher. Nothing there on the punch by Bone Crusher. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. What impact from that uppercut by Bone Crusher. A solid left hand by Bone Crusher. Halfway through this 12th and final round.
Head movement.
Final minute of this final round of this fight. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Chad Dawson. Dawson's making me wonder if his legs are really underneath him. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, but the non-stop clinching is revealing a lot. He never knew it was coming. Look at how, oh! He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's gonna try to survive it. Final bell of what is going to be a very tough fight to score.
I mean, you could make a case in every round for both guys. That is all you need to know how difficult this decision will be.
That woke up the fans. Wow, did that wake up the fans. A fight that was assured of heading to the judges' scorecards, it ends by knockout.
That's why as a trainer, you like a fight that's close, that's closely contested. There's a little danger going on because then you know that your guy's going to stay alert. Here, there was no danger. He fell asleep, and now he is asleep.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great evening.